Hello everyone, my name is Vijay Rao and I'm the founder and owner of Magic Room brand music supply. Having been a musician my whole life, I realized that the amount of guitar picks and drumsticks I've gone through in my life was staggering. So in 2015, I had what I thought was a pretty good idea, ding, and started Magic Room brand and set out to design the world's only product line of 100% sustainable and eco-friendly musician accessories. Today, I ship biodegradable guitar picks and drumsticks to musicians all over the world. Musicians who care about how they make, what they make. You can learn more about my story and the products on the website at magicroombrand.com. Today, the wonderful people at Cratejoy invited me to share a little bit about music with you. Online campers or viewers of this video will of course vary in age, but I'm hoping to share my ideas about what music can be and should be in a way that all ages will be able to appreciate it and be inspired to make music of their own. It's a little bit of a lofty goal, I know, but that's why it's worth pursuing. So let's get started. So first, music should be more than just sounds. All music is sound, but not all sound is music. The main difference between a sound and music is that music makes you feel something. Music results in emotion. Music doesn't have to come from a musical instrument, and that's one of the beautiful things about it. If birds chirping makes you feel happy, if lightning makes you feel scared, if rain relaxes you, if the waves on a beach make you feel stress-free, that's music. Really, any sound that makes you feel something is music. The great thing about music, though, is that the opposite can also be true, and here's what I mean by that. So, not only does music cause emotion, but emotion can cause music too. They're both very closely related. It's kind of a weird idea. I know, I understand that. So today we're going to look at exactly what I mean by that. So as you can see today, I'm sitting behind Greta. Greta is the name of my drum kit. I name my musical instruments. That it helps with the relationship. So I've named her Greta, and she treats me really well. What we'll do today is go through some common human emotions that we have all felt in our lives, and then we can see if we can make drum beats that sound like that emotion. That makes sense. If it doesn't, it will soon, I promise. So do you think we can do it? Yeah, I agree. I think we can do it too. Let's take a look at a few emotions and see what they might sound like. First, let's start with a simple one. Let's start with happy. So you notice that it's a very simple beat, straightforward and in standard 4/4 time, meaning 4 beats every measure. Not too fast, not too slow either. And it's an easy beat to listen to and one that keeps driving forward in a somewhat kind of predictable way. Simple and predictable can provide people with a sense of comfort, which allows them to have fun and kind of relax and be happy. So that was the happy beat. Let's try another one. The next place to go, maybe, why don't we try the opposite emotion, sad. So you'll notice that it might sound a lot like a happy beat, but there's some very key differences. It's a little slower and drags a little bit in the tempo, tempo meaning the speed of how fast you're playing. It drags a little bit in the tempo. If someone is kind of dragging their feet and feeling a little mopey, you might perceive them or might think that they might be a little sad in real life. The volume and accents go up and down to represent how we feel and breathe when we're sad, when we get worked up, and then kind of mellow out again, and then get worked up again, and then sort of mellow out again. So that's what we actually do physically when we're sad. So that's why the drum beat sounded like that. It's kind of a sad drum beat. Let's try another one. How about being scared? or having fear. Let's try it out. You notice that the tempo or speed of the beat is a little faster, which makes the listener feel unsure and unprepared about what's coming up next. Additionally, the quick accented or loud beats come seemingly out of nowhere and totally surprising, which can be like fear. Everyone has had that friend that's jumped out from behind a corner quickly and yelled, "Boo!" Well, it's those accents and those loud beats are kind of like that. You don't know where they're coming and they're loud, and all of a sudden and they can kind of throw you off a little bit and scare you. We're kind of in the zone now, I think. Let's try another one. Let's try mad or angry. You notice that I was hitting hard without much grace or subtle style. That's pretty much how people act when they're angry, right? It's hard to make choices when you're angry, as we all probably know. So instead, people stay on one track, which is why there weren't many fills or changes to that beat at all. A lot of times, people feel like hitting things when they're angry. The great thing about drums is that you're supposed to hit them. So whenever I'm angry, I can usually be found in this room, sitting behind Greta playing and slowly but surely feeling better. What are some others? How about sneaky? It's not really an emotion, but let's see if we can make something that sounds a little sneaky. Okay, so sneaky again isn't really a human emotion, but it was too fun not to include, right? When people sneak around, they tiptoe very lightly and sometimes move very slowly, then suddenly move quickly, then move slowly and carefully again. For this beat, you'll notice that we were playing pretty lightly, not very loudly, and very deliberately, and with sudden increases in speed. It's important to know that speed and volume are two very, very different things. Playing faster does not mean playing louder. So as you get a little bit more advanced with your instrumentation and playing, and understand the difference between playing and hitting, you'll understand that speed and volume are two very, very different things. So when you're sneaking around, sometimes you have to move quickly, but you can't move loudly. This is pretty fun. Let's do some more. The next one goes out to all you campers that are now out on summer break. It's exciting. Let's see if we can play a beat that sounds like being excited. Let's try that. It's a good one. notice that this one was a little bit more up-tempo, meaning faster, and had a little bit more of a driving forward beat to it. That combined with some of the offbeat snare hits, this is my snare drum here, gives it a little bit more rhythm to make it a little bit more jumpy or dancey, which is kind of what we do when we're excited anyway. We like to jump around and dance. At least that's what we feel like doing. So it was good to have an excited beat that kind of makes you want to jump around and dance a little bit. That was a fun one. Let's do one more. You know what? This one's for your parents because they were nice enough to let you watch this video, be a part of Camp Great Joy this summer. And let's be honest, they've earned a little bit of relaxation time here too. It's been a weird summer so far and a weird spring for them. So let's see if we can relax them a little bit and try a beat that sort of sounds like relaxation. Your parents have earned it. So let's do this. You notice on this one I played a little slower and the beat was pretty simple. When listening to music, people tend to react to the tempo, again, the speed of the beat. Our heartbeats copy that beat, actually. So when we play slower, like I did here, our heart rate slows down a little, which results in the listener feeling a little relaxed, mellow, maybe taking a big, long exhale. Kind of slows the heartbeat down a little bit. Parents, I hope that worked for you, even at least for a few seconds. I know how it is. I hope that worked. You can always rewind that section of the video if you need it, if it did help. So that's just a few of the many emotions human beings can feel. Obviously, there's a lot more. There's no single right answer. It's important to note. There's no single right answer on what kind of music sounds like a feeling. But it is important to understand the relationship between sound and emotion when you're writing a song. The feeling of the music played should also be the same as the feeling of the lyrics and the words being sung. If the words are happy, but the music is sad, it can be emotionally confusing to the listener. So think about that when you're writing songs. I will say there are some musical artists out there today that like to do that and create that emotional confusion where lyrics might be happy and the song might be mad or angry or sad, or the music is behind it. Those artists, I will say, rarely ever do that on accident. So there's still a very deep and profound understanding of how music and the feelings that it can cause are related. So that's a very quick display of how sounds and emotion can work together today to create what we call music. I encourage you to try your own beats at home and your own sounds at home and see if you can create feelings from those sounds. What's great about this is that you don't even need a musical instrument. It would be nice if we all had Greta. We all don't, and I get that, but the beautiful thing is, like I said earlier, is you don't need a musical instrument to do this. I used to use pots and pans when I was younger. I used to line up pillows on the couch and use wooden spoons to play drums when I was really, really young. So with your parents' permission, that's the key phrase here, get your parents' permission, you can use anything around the house to make sounds and see if you can make those sounds cause emotion and therefore become music. Well, thanks for watching, everybody, and exploring your musical creativity with me today. And remember, no matter what it is that you make, be what you make. If you're interested in eco-friendly drumsticks and guitar picks, please use coupon code SUMMERCAMP, all one word, at checkout from our online store at magicroombrand.com. And that'll get you 15% off your next order, exclusive to only those campers who watch this video. So that's you. You can use Summer Camp at checkout. Thanks again, and I hope you had some fun with me today. I had fun with you today. Thank you for watching. Please have a very safe, creative, and musical summer. Thanks again, everybody.